My grandfathers came to this country as immigrants from Italy. They worked their way up to where they can save enough money to buy their first bus. They ran buses in the boroughs of New York City. A group of them get together and form a bus company called Green Bus Line. And that was in the mid to late 20s. At the time, it was the largest privately held transit company in the country. My dad was head of the Queens division. He put the money together to buy Suffolk Transportation. Somewhere around 75 employees here in 1970. He was pioneering transit routes throughout Suffolk County. My dad and I had a great working relationship. When he retired in 1996, I became the president of the company. We provide a safe service, and we do it cost effectively. We build relations with our employees, with our customers, and with our community.
When you put your child on the bus, you can be assured that they're going to be getting the best service that you could ask for.
I consider every child that I transport on my van to be my own, and I'd want them to be treated as I would treat my own child.
When you see the children coming off the buses with big smiles, you know that we're getting them the right way.
We're only as good as the people who provide service directly to our passengers. We set the standard.
I think it starts with our compensation package and how we treat our drivers. We attract the best people. We have a great communication with our workforce. We've been working with the same union since 1970.
Many people may be able to drive a bus or a van, but not everybody can drive for us. We look for professionals that are qualified to do the job and to do it safely.
Our people know the community, they know the roads, they know the folks that live here, their family live here.
All our employees are part of the community. They are driving our buses. They're also transporting their children, their grandchildren, their nephews, their nieces.
Folks that work for us, they're proud to work here. They know that we're community-minded, and we're well respected.
Here at Suffolk Transportation, we really do care about our employees, the dignity and respect of every person.
I have pride in what I do. I love dealing with the kids. The bus is an extension of the classroom. So we have a great influence on them and with their lives.
You're just there for a job, a paycheck. They feel that. They know I'm happy to see them. I'm happy to be there. I love what I do.
We not only get to know the children, but the parents also.
It's more than just a business here. It's really a community family type kind of atmosphere.
We're the safest company around, and that's what we offer our customers, a safe trip.
We believe in drug testing. We believe in equipment maintenance. We believe in being compliant with the rules. And we want to be held accountable like everyone else.
We have a no-tolerance policy for drug and alcohol. We're randomly tested.
We make sure that all the drivers and driver assistants stay in compliance with state ed regulations and Department of Transportation regulations.
Every district gets their own personal road supervisor. This is the first person that greets the driver in the morning, to see them face to face, to know that they're ready and able to go.
When we come in the morning, the first thing we're supposed to do is pre-trip our buses. We check the tires, our mirrors, the total walk around the bus.
The lights and the horn and the wipers and the heat, make sure it's clean and make sure we have a good radio check. Safety is number one.
We have a child check safety system, the buzzer that goes off to make sure that you do check for sleeping children, for kids under the seats.
There's a motion sensor on the bus.
Child wakes up and moves within the bus, the sensor picks up the movement and the alarm sounds. So if that device goes off, it sends a signal via text and email to supervision.
You got cameras on the buses now. It's for both the driver and the passenger.
If they hear about a problem, they can press a button and the camera will remember exactly where that problem took place.
For the kids and for the driver, it is the best. I'm glad now that every bus has one. Absolutely.
We keep all the buses in here overnight with cameras to watch all the yards.
We have to make sure that our assets are always under surveillance to make sure that there are no suspicious packages or people wandering around that might jeopardize the safe transportation of any of these passengers.
We have to check the bus out very thoroughly for any packages, interior and exterior. Under the bus, you have to go over this bus just like you would a jet plane.
Money isn't the object. Safety is the object. Getting people where they're supposed to be safely, protecting the children, providing safe transportation.
There's not one bus that doesn't get looked over the same way. From top to bottom, A to B. Seats are important, seat belts are important, tires, brakes, exhaust, you name it. We do it all.
30 years ago, the only thing they used was tools. Nowadays, the first thing the mechanic revs is his laptop. It doesn't tell the mechanic exactly what to fix, but it points him in the right direction.
If anything goes wrong, we fix it, brakes, motor, everything, electric. That's what we do every single day.
The shop is fantastic. We just pull our buses up and they're right on top of it.
Be in the car with my kids, and they'll say, "Dad, hey, there's your bus." And I'll say, "Yeah, that's mine." You feel that, that pride in it.
You feel satisfaction, knowing that, okay, the buses out there are safe.
We invest a lot of money in our training, in our facilities, and maintaining our equipment, and that will cost a little bit more. But you don't want to take risks with the safety of kids.
We set up at least 6 to 12 training sessions a year, and it's mainly with vehicle manufacturers, or could even be with part manufacturers.
Having highly trained drivers is a preventative for accidents and incidents that would cost money down the road.
School bus drivers have to drag 125 pounds, 30 feet, in order to qualify and maintain their qualifications.
The test also requires a physical exam, getting on and off the bus in a certain number of seconds.
We go through a lot of safety courses and our performance shows it.
So we're able to monitor stopping, driver habits, speeding. We could set up safety zones with the GPS.
We are able to track where a bus is, how fast a bus is going. If they are delayed,
We can look up the child's information, call the driver, and they can give us an estimated time.
If you're in trouble on the road and you call on the radio, someone is right there.
A woman that was on drugs hit the front of the vehicle.
The car went up in flames and started a fire on the bus. The driver and 2 driver's assistants took the 2 children out the back door safely.
They didn't, hesitate and they didn't panic.
Mary, who was the driver, and I called her cell phone at the scene of the accident. I said, "What happened?" She said, "You cannot believe how the training came in handy." It's the first thing I thought about on how to get the children off the bus.
There's an old saying, who packed your parachute? Here at Suffolk Transportation, there's a lot of people packing that parachute of that driver to make sure that they are going to have a safe trip.
It's a very proud feeling to be part of an organization that's so highly regarded, especially with the safety awards.
Because our safety programs allow our drivers to win these awards and demonstrate that they can be the best.
It takes group effort. It's not just one person. It goes from the driver, the DA, the trainer, the mechanic, to management.
Suffolk has always been able to sit down with us so that we could work out ways to keep our transportation budget at a level that allows us not to have to cut important programs that go to children.
We run 2 operations. We got a school operation and we have a transit operation, and we share shops and offices, accounting staff, safety staff. We have worked routing out that allows us to keep the cost at the minimum.
We have smart routing, using routing technology, GPS, that help us track the buses and make sure that they're using the most efficient routes.
If there's 2 school districts that are next to each other and they're both riding on one vehicle, they're only going to pay for one vehicle.
We're splitting the cost. So there's a rideshare component. So every district that we serve benefits immensely.
When transportation is not an issue, it leaves space for us to deal with all the things that are issues.
We have state-of-the-art facilities strategically placed in the districts that we service. So the driver is really never that far from the depot.
The 3 garages are all powered by solar panel systems. We get over 25% of our energy from these systems.
We have a bus wash. We have filtered water. We kind of recirculate the water that we're using.
We're able to monitor idling time. So we're not having vehicles idle excessively. LED lighting, nighttime when there's not a lot of activity in the yard, the lights dim down and they'll reactivate upon motion.
Our quorum facility can go completely electric. When electric buses become more prevalent, we'll be able to move right into that.
The Suffolk County Police Department was called upon to assist after 9/11. They needed transportation. We were that transportation. And it was after 9/11 that we developed a program called Let's Go. If we're given the word, we can mobilize 100 drivers inside of an hour.
We all come from this community. We work with the fire departments, we work with the police departments. It's all one group doing it together.
We have the flood evacuation program. We develop routes. We use our call center at the paratransit office to handle service during an evacuation.
It's not only the transportation and the service, it's about this company as a real leader in community to help provide the impact that's needed for the greater good. The company ranks among the top 5 organizations giving to the United Way on Long Island as a Long Island-based corporation.
We are definitely part of the community. We are the community.
Everything from bringing meals on weekends to children, helping children with after-school programs. We helped one of our school districts put a sports program back into place.
Our drivers are excited when they are able to provide transportation for a good cause.
There's a partnership that we formed with Stony Brook University, so those students get on the vehicle at no cost during the weekend.
The community knows that they can rely on Suffolk Transportation.
I don't think bigger as a company means that you sort of fall down on your morals as a business. It's better for some of these businesses, especially family-owned businesses, to grow and to be a company that has 3 and 4 and 5,000 people, because its roots will always be at the core of its mission.
Suffolk Transportation is truly the green pasture of transportation, and that's what I see it in the future.
We want to bring our service to other parts of the county, taking what we already have and making even better product.
We have the right people behind the wheel, the right people making sure that the people behind the wheel are doing their job.
Our employees are the most important thing, and the way we recruit and train and treat those folks, as long as we don't lose sight of that, we'll stay right on track.
There are many school districts out there that I know that we can continue to grow in and provide better service.
I don't see the fact that they're getting larger and having more employees, making them into something that no longer functions the way they did in the past. It can only get better.
We want to be the best. We want to be the best bus company ever in the world.
Something we're very careful to do is be strategic about our growth. Don't just grow for the sake of growing, so we want to make sure we're going to grow and add value to the operation and add value to our customers.